We are here in beautiful, cool and calm Bowling Green, Kentucky, where it's about 90 degrees and about 100% humidity. Welcome to Kentucky.
Right.
At the NCM Motorsports Park, National Corvette Museum Motorsports Park. And it is a absolutely beautiful track, world class, one of the funnest tracks I've ever run on. It's right across the road from the Corvette plant in Bowling Green, right across the road from the National Corvette Museum. And I'm here with Matt Busby, who is track operations manager.
Yep.
Is that right? Okay. And we got together here, I guess, what, about a month ago or so-ish, something like that, and started discussing Ridetech coming down here and being the suspension supplier for their Corvettes for the track that they use for ride-alongs, lead follow sessions, just general fun having for all the Corvette people. So,
yep, corporate events, VIP rides, all anything and everything.
yeah, so you guys get quite a bit of traffic from the museum and from the Corvette plant probably that come over here.
Yeah, we've become, we joke around, we call it the trifecta. You know, people coming through 65, they make a stop at the museum, they have lunch, they go see the museum, they go see the plant, and then they come over here and we get to scare the hell out of them in a Corvette. And so it's really cool. It's part of my job. I get to drive around, you know, and it's to the point now where we do 8 to 10 hot laps a day and usually around 30 to 40 touring laps, which is that lead follow in your car kind of thing.
Right.
And you know, having reliable equipment underneath us is pinnacle, especially with the amount of laps that we do, and that's something that we've kind of struggled with our stock cars, and you know, going out and getting something, a great product like this to give us a hand in A, giving better rides, and B, keeping, you know, consumables on the car.
Right.
We're in.
Well, so this track has only been here, this is the second full year, is that right?
Correct. We're actually Labor Day weekend, so next weekend will be our anniversary. Our grand opening was 2014. We operate from March to November. This is we're on the tail end of our second full season, and we're just getting bigger.
So how many laps have you been around this track yourself, you think?
I don't know, 4 or 5 digits worth. A lot.
Exactly.
A lot.
Exactly. That's cool. So if you're a Corvette owner, you can come and ride with you in one of the track cars. You can bring your own car here and drive it on the track with you as an instructor or with you as a driver, is that correct?
Yeah, so it's not just Corvettes, anybody and everybody.
Okay.
Hot lap rides, we give hot lap rides to a lot of Corvette folks that come in. A lot of the tourism that goes to the museum and the plant are just, you know, folks, especially during the summer months, people are on vacation, they're headed to Florida, they're headed
several
up
of
to
them here a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Sure. Maybe from Massachusetts or something.
And yeah, we'll take you out there. We'll do 2 flyers on a hot lap, and like I said, usually for most folks, that's all right. That's enough.
Yeah.
And the touring laps, yeah, we'll bring out one of our Corvettes, and we'll line 4 or 5 cars up behind us, and go out and do 5, 6 laps, and kind of show them the line, show them the track, show them the facility.
So for somebody that just wants to come and take a ride with you in one of your Corvettes, what's that cost?
A hot lap is $100, and like I said, that's 3 total laps.
Okay.
And then the touring laps, the lead follow deal, 45 per car.
Okay, all right. So if there's a club that comes, you know, half dozen people, dozen, whatever it is, you'll work them in. And
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And you probably have that quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Okay. All right. That's very good. Well, we're certainly proud to be part of all this. You know, we're going to be able to come down here and maybe get some track time, make the products even better. You know, it's only 2 hours from our shop, so that's very convenient. The track, like I said, is absolutely world class. The surface, the layout, it's a little intimidating for a first-time track guy. I talked to several of them today.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, a lot of these Corvette guys, they got a world-class car under them, and they're driving around here. The green group, the novice group, they were driving around at, you know, 40, 50 miles an hour. But
Yeah,
you got to start someplace.
You got to start somewhere. I think for a lot of folks, and especially with the Corvette, but in a lot of sports cars, you know, it's one thing to read about it in car and driver. It's another thing when you get an opportunity to actually open up and see what these cars are engineered to do, especially like the newer cars, the new C7s, from a base car all the way up to a Z06. You know, you will never ever get close to what those cars can do on the road, on public roads, and you know, not without breaking the law.
Right.
You know, you got to come to a racetrack, and I think a lot of folks underestimate how incredible a vehicle can be.
You know, in addition to the road course, I've had the opportunity to run some autocross stuff over here in the big paddock area, and that big parking lot is a little bit unusual in that it is, I'm told, perfectly flat within a quarter inch or so across the whole face of it.
Yep.
It's very large. It's special formulated asphalt for, you know, doing autocross type stuff. I actually have a sample of it on my desk.
Yeah.
That one of the pavers brought.
Core samples.
They
Yeah.
attended the build of the 48-hour Corvette here. So, you know, it's kind of cool. A lot of thought put into this whole facility, not just the racing track itself, but the whole facility. So tell us a little bit about that, the garage area and the lobby.
Yeah, so we this will be my second, you know, from dirt to facility. He was part of the team that built NCM Motorsports Park. Mitch, this will be his fourth. So, and he's been racing since.
This is Mitch Wright.
Mitch Wright, our general manager. He's been racing since the '60s. And so we've kind of, you know, I've been racing since I was a little kid. We've done it from the customer side, we've done it from the organizer side, and you kind of learn, hey, what works, what doesn't work, and when people, you know, an architect comes out and lays it all on a piece of paper, you say, hey, no, we don't want to do it like this. Hey, yeah, we want to do it like this.
Sure.
But the autocross pad, yeah, we actually have a perfect 1% grade across the entire thing, just for drainage. But yeah, everything. We're one of 2 tracks in North America that was paved using a technology called 3D paving. So they actually 3D model it in CAD before they pave it, and that makes the tolerance within 1/8 of an inch everywhere.
Wow.
So us and Circuit of the Americas.
Okay.
Circuit of the Americas was 3D paved.
Right.
And we use the same asphalt mix that we use on the racetrack on the skid pad for the autocross stuff, and that makes it, I know, you know, there's a big debate versus concrete versus asphalt, but from what I hear, we've got one of the best asphalt pads in the country.
Oh, I absolutely believe that, and I've run a huge amount of autocross laps at several Ridetech, so I can tell you, I've run this autocross surface in the dry and in the wet, and you know, you would think that the wet would slow you down a lot, and it slows you down some, but the surface is so uniform that you don't run through an 1/8 inch of water and then 2 inches of water. It's a uniform, whatever thickness of water that is there until it drains off, and it drains off very quickly and very uniformly too. So it's really a good deal.
Yeah, it's all part of the design. You know, we do get it's a special polymer, and it does dry extremely quick. We actually have we do the Tire Rack Street Survival program out here, and their first one out here, you know, they set up the big slalom and they try to teach their students understeer and oversteer. Well, they had water down, Dawn dish soap, and they still couldn't get the cars to slide enough to teach them understeer and oversteer, and so now they have to bring out like cracked corn and a big rig and everything like that, but the surface has that much grip in it that, you know, even with dish soap down, it still didn't want to let the cars slide. But yeah, it's all just part of the main facility. We have this the full garage complex here with the Kimberly Fast Pavilion in the middle. You know, we've got now the Ridetech Tech Garage, and our other partners, Michelin, Mobile One, and Holly Performance Products, they help us out in all different kinds of ways. Holly helped us build a really nice control tower. And
Holly's right here in town, so it makes perfect sense.
5 minutes away.
Right.
And so yeah, it's a facility that's constantly in development. We're very big on let's not build anything or let's not commit to anything until we've kind of worn the suit a little bit and say, okay, what are our customers asking for? What do we want? What do we need before we just go out and spend millions and millions of dollars on stuff that's not going to help us?
Well, as a racer and as a sponsor and as a business person, I admire the whole package that you put together. You know, the Mobile One fuel pumps down here, very convenient. The speed shop, the Winding Road speed shop down there. We've got some safety gear. And, you know, soon to have some Ridetech stuff down there. You've got some Holly stuff and this, that, and the other. It's, you know, as I've said before, it's just a beautiful facility. Very proud to be here. Part of the attraction for us at Ridetech is to take advantage of your experience. You know, we did some of this yesterday, so we set up the car the way we thought it should be set up off the get-go. You got in it, we did a little tweaking, a little tuning, and we'll continue to do that to make the car just the way you want it. And we learn from that as well. So it's going to be a big learning tool for us. And being only a couple hours away, we intend to make good use of it. We don't have to travel 9 hours someplace to a racetrack. We can come an hour and a half, 2 hours down the road and find out what we need to find out.
Yeah, it's a place we've been fortunate enough actually really early in the project to have Ford and Chrysler chassis engineers actually out here, and up until now, VIRs have always been the standard specifically for dampers, in that they could get all the data they need to design and engineer these performance vehicles. Well, we've had them out here now, and they're hooked on it. They won't go anywhere else because it has a little bit of everything, specifically for the dampening and everything. And for us, the product development, hey, I just get to drive more of the car, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, just having it on the car, just the initial bolt on, it was an incredible change, and feeling the differences between what the car can do stock and how confidence inspiring it is stock versus with the suspension, and how just mind-blowingly different and better it is. It's something that we're really excited to get dialed in.
Well, there's no doubt that the Corvette is probably the most finely developed handling car, at least in this country, maybe the world. And it's a hard car to improve on. But the car out of the factory is tuned for the masses. We tune the thing for more of a track guy, or we can tune it for street too, but it's tuned for more of a track environment. And I think our customers benefit from that. I know we benefit from it. We've done an incredible amount of work on this 72 Corvette. We've got a C706 sitting right there that we've been tweaking and tuning on. We got a C2 sitting right over here, C5 sitting here. So we've got a wide variety of Corvettes to choose from when we go to develop some new stuff. But well, good deal. Thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you.
And I'm really looking forward to the next few years of collectively wearing our stuff out.
Same here.